This is what many of us have been waiting for, a universal facial interface for the Bigscreen Beyond 2. And with the production delay of the Beyond 2 Halo mount, the Studioform Creative Facial Interface for the Bigscreen Beyond 2 is the perfect solution for those wanting to share their experiences in VR with others right now. Or for those wanting something more comfortable with better breathability. As a quick note, this model that I do have here is a pre-production unit. I did have the pleasure of receiving this pre-production unit for testing and to help them work out the kinks with this facial interface for the Beyond 2. So things might be a little bit different for the final product, so just keep that in mind. I will be receiving a full production unit very soon, which I'll be doing a full review for, so stay tuned to the channel for that as well. So let's talk about it. The most important part here is that you are no longer going to be having sweaty eyeballs with the Studioform Creative Facial Interface here. So with the more standard ergonomic design that kind of fits most people's face shapes just fine, instead of having that customized mold, with this more universal design, you're going to have a more open kind of facial interface area, which allows more airflow, more breathability. The breathability of the fabrics, things like that, there is going to be some ways that the air can sneak its way in, whereas with this kind of like rubberized kind of gasket that the facial interface, the custom molded facial interfaces for the Beyond 2 comes with, there's virtually no breathability here. For those who have it, you know what I'm talking about. So just having this design, the fabric's going to be able to absorb some of that moisture, of course. You're going to have a more open design, and there might be some more smaller areas. Again, light leakage is great on this, but smaller areas where light or air might come through a little bit, opposed to this. So I personally just had a better experience with this. The heat was a little bit better. The sweat wasn't anywhere near what I would get with this. I didn't have sweaty eyelids by the time I stopped playing. And yeah, you're going to have a much more comfortable experience, I think, especially when you're sharing it with others, of course. You can't share it with others if you're using a custom facial interface, whereas the Studioform Creative interface you could share with anyone. So with the Beyond 2, of course, you're able to dial in that IPD mechanically and digitally, of course, to match. So for those who have different, IPDs, you could adjust that on the Beyond 2 now, and then boom, you throw on this universal facial interface, and you could share it around the house and share your experience with others in the Beyond 2. So this is a fantastic option for those wanting to get others playing in VR or just want a more comfy experience in VR themselves, if you don't want to use that custom facial interface, as we mentioned. So amazing. Now, of course, with the facial interface here, we're going to have those somewhat standard, materials with the kind of nice soft fabric here, very silky smooth. There's going to be PU leather type materials as well as options, just like the audio strap pads here. These are from Studioform Creative as well. These nice hygienic pads, PU leather that you could just easily wipe down. And of course, Studioform Creative, I just want to show these here. They have these nice covers for the audio strap ear pads, all worth getting, easy to just pop on and off and clean, and then your foam pieces for the ear pads will stay clean forever, so long as you keep these nice covers on them. Anyway, we're talking about the facial interface. So if you're used to something like the Quest 3 facial interfaces, then you're going to be right at home. The only difference here is this one's going to be more comfortable because it doesn't have the weight that the Quest 3 would have. So when you're using this, it's similar to the Quest 3 facial interfaces, but with the Beyond on it, the Beyond is so lightweight, it's so much more comfortable in that sense. So I find this more comfy than any of the Quest 3 interfaces even. So really nice design. Now, of course, this can be used with and without the Halo strap. I, of course, have the Halo strap attached to my Beyond because I love the audio solution here. It's great and it keeps things very nice and comfy. But for those who want to use this with the standard band for the Beyond 2, this can be used very nicely with that as well. It works just flawlessly and no issues there. Now, this facial interface is, of course, designed to get you maximum field of view, and this is the most important thing with facial interfaces. I've reviewed quite a few Quest 3 facial interfaces over the years, and field of view is always something that's super important and a question that's asked a lot in the community. Was field of view okay? And the answer here is yes, field of view is actually great, excellent, I would say. with the custom mold design that I have, I asked for a ultra thin design. You know, I even told the people over at Bigscreen, I don't care if my eyelashes touch the lenses, get me as close as you can. And the Studioform Creative design here, it actually gets me a little bit closer. So with the custom design, my eyelashes maybe touch sometimes, but with this one my eyelashes are touching. Now if you are too close with field of view and you want to back away a little bit, they do include some little spacer Velcro strips so you can get away, you know, from the lenses 1 millimeter at a time, or, you know, with these little micro adjustments. So if you're too close, don't worry, you could always back off. The good thing is you can get that close. So you're not going to be losing field of view here, so this is excellent. So installing is quite simple. There's not a magnetic design here. I would have liked to see a magnetic design perhaps in their second iteration if they do release an updated model, but it's just a snap-on design, so there's nothing too crazy here. I'm going to quickly remove my audio strap just to show you the Beyond here in hand. I'll show some B-roll too just to get some close-ups, but basically you just align the facial interface here so that it goes on, and then there's just little clamps on the bottom and top. There's this little ridge here which you could see, and then the bottom, you just push it over the top sections here, or the bottom sections rather, and it just pops on nicely. On the side we do have little cutouts for the cables, so the design obviously was done meticulously and well crafted to make sure that the cables are going to be fitting in there as well without any issues. So yeah, it fits very nicely. Of course it adds a little bit more bulk to the exterior, which, you know, makes it look a little bit different, cooler maybe, but yeah, that's to be decided from you. But yeah, everything's really good here, and super impressed with the design and comfort, especially with no more sweaty eyeballs, or eyelids, which is fantastic. So once you're installed and ready to go, things are great. Comfort is fantastic with these nice cushions, and you know, things are going to be more breathable coming from the custom design here, which doesn't allow any moisture to escape. And of course the light leakage is going to be non-existent because you can modify and adjust things. Sometimes people get little areas in the corners by their temples which have little light leakage, so if you want to adjust that, you could just add little Velcro strips or wedges in there to bring that cushion in, which will completely isolate any light leakage, and you'll be good to go, similar to the custom design here. So 10 out of 10. I really enjoy it. I've been enjoying it for quite some time now. And honestly, not having sweaty eyelids is a great bonus here. You're still going to feel a little bit of the heat. I mean, you do feel that. I'm not going to say it's gone completely, but it definitely is a step up and an upgrade from the custom facial design, which, you know, we're all too familiar with at this point. If you're a Beyond 1 owner, go into the Beyond 2. Anyway, this will work with the Beyond 1 and the Beyond 2, of course, so it's going to be a fantastic thing for those new Beyond 2 owners who want to share their headsets with that adjustable IPD, but we don't quite have a universal facial interface quite yet, with the Halo mount being delayed. So Studioform Creative stepped up and created a universal facial interface for us in the meantime, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to use, and it's very nice. So if you want to purchase one for yourself, I'm always going to leave links in the description down below. It is an affiliate link, of course, so you are going to be helping me out, which I appreciate. Thank you so much. There is a discount code for you, so it's helping you out too. Use discount code ThisQuery. That's going to be in the description as well, and you'll save yourself a buck or two. And yeah, thank you so much for enjoying the video. If you enjoyed it, hitting the like button is super helpful, and subscribing to see more is always an option as well. I will be putting out a full detailed review with the final production unit of the Studioform Creative Facial Interface for the Beyond 2 soon. So stay tuned, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.
See? He's totally predictable. And he will rip your arms off if he finds you.